Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you've got to see this. So I've just picked up this vlog that I did back in January. So it's July now, July 2020. But this was done on the last weekend in January when we went into London, and I was still ill. Remember, I fell ill on January the 3rd, 2020. Did I have the coronavirus? So I really want you to see this. So if you follow me and you followed me on YouTube, this will totally make sense. And just to tell you a couple of things. Did I have the coronavirus? There's no point having a test, apparently, I've been told, because it's like 6 months, 7 months ago when I had it. Therefore, the antibodies probably won't be in my body anymore. So there's no point having a test to check. But honestly, to me, it honestly sounds like I had COVID. I am like, more than in my heart, I'm like 95% that I had it, but obviously we don't know. But the other thing is that I had to have an ambulance visit me at home because I was so ill. I felt so ill. And the man and woman were absolutely brilliant, who also work for the NHS. And basically they said to me, if you come into, we need to take you into hospital, but if we take you in, you've got a 7 to 8 hour waiting time. That's what the waiting time is at the moment. However, they said if you get your husband to take you into hospital right now, you will be seen within 2 to 3 hours. And they said it's better for you to go in with your husband. So Gary took me down to hospital. So I needed to tell you that bit, and then you'll understand a little bit of the tale of what's going on. But I was treated really well by most people apart from one nurse. She was hideous. Anyway, here's my story. Did or did I not have the coronavirus? Leave your comments in the section below. Sorry it's been so long since I've vlogged, but I've just not been well at all. I've already done this video once, and then the stupid idiot of me has gone and deleted it. So this is my second video to you. We're just coming up to our destination, so I'm not going to have as long to talk to you either. So in bed on the 3rd of January, didn't get up till Tuesday the 14th, I think it was, apart from just coming downstairs the odd time. Not for the first few days though, because I was so poorly, so I was more or less just in bed. So I've had a chest infection, and I've also had the flu that was confirmed by the doctors at the hospital, so proper flu. So because it wasn't, you're given a flu thing called Tamiflu or something. You may know more about this than me, and you're meant to be given it within the first 48 hours, and because I wasn't, because the out of hours GP didn't pick up on it, then I wasn't given the Tamiflu, so therefore I just had to ride it out. So you can probably hear in my voice that I'm still a little bit funny. I haven't been overly bad with a cold, and my cough hasn't been as bad as it normally is, but I've just felt absolutely shocking, just aching in every orifice. And I went back to work on Wednesday 15th, felt really bad, a bit disorientated on air, a little bit dizzy, didn't feel myself, and then Thursday took a step up again. Thursday night in bed, sweat loads, absolutely loads. Went to work Friday, felt even better. Got up today, and I haven't taken a step down, but I've taken like half a step down. I'm not feeling so great again today. Excuse the sat nav, because we're just coming to our destination in a minute, which I'll explain in a moment about what we're doing. So we're all in the car, we're all together for the weekend, so I'm not back to work till Monday. But obviously the reason why I haven't been vlogging as well is because I've had to think about my health, because obviously even though I love doing it, it's still work, and I've had to try and give up on everything because I've had to get myself fit to get myself back to work, because if I don't work I don't get paid because I'm self-employed. So obviously that's a worry, because you wonder how you're going to pay the bills at the end of the month. You know how it all works. Anyway, so basically we're on our way now into London, because Frankie Jack's been taking supplementation of iron and showing a few symptoms again. So it looks like that supplementation isn't working, so we're just double checking on his bloods to make sure where his levels are, and that will give us a clear-cut guideline as to whether it's worked or not. So we're going into London to have that done now, so that's what we're doing now. Tomorrow we're going to Harry Potter, because Father Christmas bought us tickets for Harry Potter, and he bought them for all the family, which was really lovely. We're really excited about doing that. So we're going to stay over in Watford tonight night and see my brother who lives down south. So this is all going on today, so we're very, very, very busy for this weekend, which is great, which I'm looking forward to. But obviously when you're not feeling 100%, it always puts that little bit of a downer on it, doesn't it? Because I'm like, oh, I'm a little bit sluggish again today, which and Gary said that's what's going to happen. You're going to have ups and downs, because Gary's been the same, but he's not had the flu. He's had a chest infection, but he's had it for longer than me. So he said, this is what it's like. You wake up one morning, you think you're better, and then you take a bit of a slump the next. So I was went to hospital. So I've been in bed since the Friday. So the Wednesday I felt absolutely shocking, so bad, that we went to hospital, and everybody was lovely. So the triage was fantastic. I couldn't sit in the chair in the waiting room because it was wooden, and I hadn't been out for bed for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, for 4 days. And I just said, can Gary wait in the waiting room? Can I go and sit in the car? They wouldn't allow me to do that. So I said, listen, I'm going to have a bit of problem sitting in this wooden chair. I said, because, you know, I feel so ill. I don't feel well enough. And there was a nurse that was really, really lovely in triage, and she said, come into this waiting room. She said, this is a better chair for you. She put my legs up, she put a blanket over me, she said, this will be better. Then half an hour later, another nurse came in. She went, right, sorry, you're gonna have to go into the waiting room. I said, oh no, a nurse has put me in here because I'm not so well. Now obviously I wasn't speaking like this because I'm well today, but I was like this. I wasn't so well because I was absolutely horrendous. I felt horrendous. She said, no, you can't, excuse me, it's just coming down a funny street with the sunshine in my eyes. You can't sit here, you're going to have to go into the waiting room. And I said, I physically can't. I can't go and sit in that chair. I'm so poorly. She went, well, your obs are all fine and you've come in as a 0. So I said, oh, I must be well then. Obviously she found that a little bit sarcastic, because you can't just go off numbers, can you? A patient's a patient. If they're not feeling well, don't matter what it says on paper. Anyway, another nurse came in. She's like, oh, sweetheart, and she could see she was a bit appalled by this nurse's behaviour, and she basically in a roundup way said, are you refusing to move? And I ended up going, and I was like this, and I said yes. And she said, I'm going to ask you again, are you refusing to move? But she was absolutely awful. You would never treat somebody, no compassion in her at all. Anyway, when my appointment was over, doctor was great, x-ray was great, triage was great, everybody was great. So the NHS, you know, how they dealt with me, although obviously there was a 2-hour waiting time, that can't be helped. They were absolutely fantastic. But this one nurse, obviously it reflects on the NHS because she's working for them, but you can't blame the NHS for it, as in she can't deal with patients. And Gary went and had a word with her, and she came in, she said, oh, well, I'm going to apologise because I believe you feel. And I thought, no. And I said to her, why did you become a nurse? Because nurses are supposed to be compassionate and have empathy. I said, and you showed none of that. You fell at the first hurdle. I said, you know, I just hope nobody treats her like that when she feels like I did. And I'm hoping nobody treats her family members like that. I'm hoping nobody treats your family members like that. Because can you imagine, or can you imagine being treated like that and being spoken to like that? Anyway, apart from that, everybody else was great. I'm going to film in Harry Potter as much as I can. Like I said, I don't have it's my mojo. Do you understand what I mean? My mojo, my oomph isn't there in my stomach, in the pit of my stomach. I feel very tired still and very drained, quite weak, and I've been feeling great. Thursday, Friday was coming up again, but I've just slipped down again today. So just bear with me. I'm sorry I've not been with you, but honestly I will try my hardest, but it's going to just take me a little time to get back up to vlogging every other day again. So I've had loads of you messaging me. Thank you so much for your lovely messages. Love you so much. Thank you so much for your support, and hopefully I'll see you the day after tomorrow with news of Harry Potter. See you later. So what do you think? I absolutely, I mean, I've made another video which I'll leave in the suggested videos for you, or in the description below. I swear I had it. I absolutely swear I had the coronavirus, or COVID, should I say, because coronaviruses are 6 things. I definitely had a coronavirus because I had the flu. They diagnosed me with the flu, and flu is one of coronaviruses. But I said it was really queer when I had it because I had no symptoms here. I had no like cold in my head. It was really odd. I've never been ill like that before. Anyway, that's it. Did I have it or did I not? Leave your comments in the section below. Obviously it's too late to get a test now, which is so maddening, but thanks for watching. I thought that'd really interest you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next vlog. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you later.